technocrat. Now that you're tuned in, let's talk tech.
This is the Humane AI Pin. It's a standalone device and software platform built from the ground up for AI. It comes in 3 colorways: got Eclipse, Lunar, and Equinox.
It's been blowing up the internet over the last few months with the combined intelligence of sophisticated AI plus the entire internet.
Unfortunately, it's also the new worst product I think I've ever reviewed. In its current state, there's just so many things bad about it.
Did this $230 million startup fail terribly?
This is the Humane AI Pin, backed by over $230 million in funding, dreamed up by ex-Apple veterans, and hyped as the dawn of a screenless AI-powered future. But then boom, one of the biggest names in tech slammed it as the worst product he's ever reviewed.
Worst product I think I've ever reviewed?
The fallout? Brutal. So today, we ask the burning question: did this ultra-funded project flop hard? Let's dive in. Let's rewind. The Humane AI Pin wasn't just a gadget. It was marketed as a philosophy, a movement. Humane, co-founded by Imran Chowdhury and Bethany Bongiorno, both ex-Apple execs, promised to free us from our screen addiction and bring us into a new era of ambient computing.
Pinch fingers to select, close your hand to go home, and if you want to turn off the device, just give it this gesture.
Turning off. I know when I'm not wanted.
There we go.
You interact with it naturally, using your voice, speaking as you would to a family member or friend. And because it's powered by intelligence, AI Pin transforms into your personal expert, researcher, interpreter, and more. This is the touchpad. Use your fingers to tap or swipe on it whenever you want to communicate with AI Pin or control its various features. The sensors inside of the optical capsule allow AI Pin to see your hands when you're using the laser ink display. Above the capsule is the trust light, which lets you and those around you know when the microphone or camera are active. Orange indicates the microphone is active. Green signifies the camera and video are in use. And magenta is for when you're on a phone call. Whether it's alerts from trusted contacts, notification from essential services, or other significant updates, the speaker on AI Pin allows you to hear voice and music. You can effortlessly adjust its volume from loud to a whisper with just a single swipe of your finger. AI Pin has 2 microphones, one at the top near the speaker, and the other at the bottom.
No more scrolling, no more swiping. Just ask your AI assistant and boom, it responds.
How much protein?
A half a cup of almonds has 15 grams of protein.
Great. I'm gonna eat it.
Enjoy it.
And later I can ask, how much protein have I had today?
You have had 22 grams of protein today.
A wearable pin with a camera, microphones, laser projector, and a new OS called Cosmo OS. Sounded slick, futuristic, disruptive, and pricey. $699 up front, plus $24 a month.
If you have been paying attention, there has been a company called Humane, and they've actually received some investment from OpenAI. You can see that Humane raised over $200 million from investors including Microsoft, Tiger Global, and OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. It was $241 million to be exact, but this was actually a $700 device.
But as with many revolutionary promises, the question is always, does it work? And then came the reviews.
Look and tell me what this is. Or I'll just do this, I guess. Ah. It's a Cybertruck.
The photo is of a Cybertruck, an electric pickup truck produced by Tesla.
Yep.
On April 9th, tech titan Marques Brownlee, aka MKBHD, posted a 25-minute takedown titled, "The Worst Product I've Ever Reviewed, for Now." Marques himself said, "It's bad at almost everything it does, basically all the time."
So many things bad about it. It's so bad, in fact, that I think it's actually kind of distracting to understand what the point of the device is.
With over 18 million subscribers, Marques isn't just a reviewer, he's an industry force. His word moves markets, his critiques unfiltered. He split his review into two parts: what the AI Pin promised to be and what it actually is. And spoiler alert, the gap between the two? Massive. Key issues. Marques highlighted: constant overheating, glitchy voice responses, camera vision failing most of the time, inability to set alarms, calendar events, or even reliably send messages. Worst of all, it was often completely unresponsive. Marques' review didn't just spark debate, it ignited a firestorm. Some critics called it unethical. Daniel Vassallo, an entrepreneur, posted on X, "I find it distasteful, almost unethical, to say this when you have 18 million subscribers. First, do no harm." But Marques replied back saying, "We disagree on what my job is." And others fired back in his defense. "It's a genuinely terrible product," one user wrote. "We need honest reviews." With someone even speculating it's a scam or a case of Silicon Valley yes men building something no one asked for. Across Reddit and Twitter, tech communities began to dissect what went wrong. A product built more on idealism than user need. A leadership team perhaps too deep in the Apple bubble. VC dollars chasing a vision that simply wasn't ready for the real world. Was Marques just being harsh? Not really. Major outlets echoed the same brutal verdict. Here's the pattern. The AI Pin looked beautiful, premium build, impressive hardware, but underneath, a half-baked product. Core complaints reviewers shared: laggy AI performance, frequent miscommunication or misfires, no wake word you have to tap and hold every time, horrible battery life, poor real-world usability, voice assistants are still awkward in public. Camera vision failed more than it worked. Laser display was cool, but unreliable. Heat issues galore. Translation features hilariously broken. Multiple reviewers tried to translate Japanese or Korean with zero success. It just repeated their words back, sometimes in mocking accents. The grand idea behind the AI Pin, ambient computing, isn't inherently bad. In fact, it's inspiring. Imagine a world where you no longer fumble for your phone. Your devices listen, learn, act. But that vision needs more than elegance. It needs execution. And here's where the Humane AI Pin fails hardest. The why. Why would the average person wear this? What does it solve that your phone doesn't already solve better? Quoting a Redditor, "They thought more about what the device does rather than why someone would want it." And that, more than anything, sums it up. Let's talk dollars. Humane raised over $230 million from top-tier investors, Sam Altman, Tiger Global, OpenAI veterans. They were building a moonshot, a new product category. But they shipped an unfinished alpha product, then charged nearly $700 and slapped on a $24 monthly fee. In return, a pin that can barely answer a call or check your calendar. This isn't just a bad gadget, it's a case study in startup overreach. When design philosophy outweighs product-market fit, things break. Now, let's be fair. Humane says they're just getting started. A co-founder even stated, "Today marks not the first chapter but the first page." All of these failure points raise a question: could updates save it? Maybe. AI is evolving fast, and some reviewers like The Verge did admit to seeing occasional glimmers of a promising future. But you can't sell a promise. You sell a product, and the product we got feels like a beta. So was this a failure? Today, yes. Tomorrow, maybe not. But if Humane wants to survive, they need to go from moonshot to meaningful. Fast. What do you think? Is the Humane AI Pin a total disaster or the painful first step towards something bigger? Let me know in the comments. And if you like deep dives into tech with a twist of luxury and high-stakes innovation, hit that subscribe button. This is just the beginning.